We are back again in Train Sim World 4, back again to look at something new. This time the Scotrail Class 158, which is a 158 for Scotrail, in case you didn't work that out from the title. So we're going to take in the new 158 in Scotland on the Edinburgh to Glasgow thing. We're going to do a training first. If you're watching this on YouTube, hello. This is going to go out on, what day is this going to go out on? A Saturday. It's going to go out on a Saturday. There's other things on other days. I know, planning. There'll be a link in the description below to where you can get this train. There'll be a link down there to a Twitch page where you can watch me live on the Twitchy some days of the week. It varies. Doing all sorts of things. And the link down there to the Discord server as well. Right. Good evening to Trent, Shorty and Stokey. Going to jump into the training, which I know is going to be the same training as in the other 158, but it's not. I haven't done it. So we're going to jump straight in and do that. And then we'll do something else. No, we'll do Edinburgh to Glasgow at peak in the morning. And then we do Glasgow to Edinburgh, because this also should add in some extra timetable stuff.
Welcome to today's Class 158 Express Sprinter practical training session. Let's start from the beginning.
Okay, well, I've started in the car. Is this my car? Bit of an upgrade. Slightly awkward with the wheel on the other side, but I take that. Hi, Colin. How am I getting up there? Okay, I'll run down here then. Okay. That's a door. There we go.
Okay, first things first, check the fuses are all set correctly.
What? I should think... So, no, get up. Okay, no, we'll get up and go over here then. AWS to normal. Okay.
Pop the key in and put it in neutral.
Okay, I'll sit back down again. Pop the key in the thing. On. Set reverser to neutralis.
Check the horn. If it is broken, we have to lock out this unit pair and find another set.
Horn works.
Make sure you have wipers.
Make sure I've got wipers. Well, I can see the wiper. Do you want me to test it? And do you? Okay, no, it's fine. Yeah, that works. Set them to park. Okay.
Right, let's get this unit started. Check your brakes.
Check my brakes. Hopefully they work. Set the automatic brake to step 1. Oh, I'm not in emergency. Step 1, yeah. That was a noise. Oh, full service. Okay, you make me go. Okay, there we go.
Now let's head to the first platform and practice stopping at stations.
Set the lights to day headlights. You didn't tell me to do that, did you? Okay. Set the reverser to forward. Okay, done that. Set the driver reminder appliance to off. Okay, this is complicated. Set the automatic brake to release. Set the throttle to notch 3. We're moving. There's movement. Movement's happening. Movement is definitely a thing. It is definitely a diesel. Now say it's at notch 7. Reach 48 kilometers an hour. Done that. It does sound good. It doesn't sound like a... yeah, the more modern pacer, I suppose. Similar. It's pain we got this big thing here, isn't it? Blocking our view. So yeah, the bit I'm intrigued by with this, which hopefully we'll see in a minute, is the fact that it does add AI into, well, the Edinburgh to Glasgow route. So hopefully that route's going to then seem busier, but I do like a bit of a diesel as well. Right. Set the brake to step 1. Bit early. Are you trying to bring me to a gentle stop? Is that what you're trying to do? No, this is far too professional. You don't want to be stopping this gently. No, don't like that.
Next, release the doors. You can do this by heading to the door control panel.
Or just do that. Hang on, you actually want me to set the brake to... You want to be in full service? Set the reverser to neutral. Head to the vestibule and open the... Hang on a minute. Well, I've already done it from... Oh, hello, it's making me do a thing.
First, you have to insert the door control
I've
key.
already opened the door.
Then press the appropriate open button.
Press the close button. Well, okay. I like the fact that it's making you do... Oh, hello. Door's closing. Set the door control to off. And close the door panel. Okay. See, I like that. So this is when you want multiplayer. You could have someone doing that. That'd be awesome, wouldn't it? What if the local door control worked? Or try the next one. It should do. Because that's what you should do, isn't it? Is open the local door, get out, and then press the button to open the rest. Nice bit of diesel action. Yeah, this releases tomorrow, by the way. We have a look in the, you know, the inside, the passenger bit, where the, you know, where the passengers sit. That bit. You know, the bit where the, you know, where the passengers are. We'll look at that. So yeah, we're going to take it on a 4-line run then from Edinburgh to Glasgow, and then we'll do a 4-line run, the passenger saloon. That sounds far too posh. Right, bit of braking. Bit more braking. Should have done this as a separate video. I didn't realise there was any train training. Okay, the brakes aren't that great. Unlock the doors. Right. Ow. So, open that. Local door. Not doing anything. So is this just going to open my door now? No. It opens all of them. So the local door switch doesn't work then. Oh, that's a pig. Oh well. Yeah, it's modular. It doesn't work. Right, lock doors. We'll try it on the passenger run.
Good stop. Do a couple more like that, and you'll be out on the main line in no time.
Right. Well, that was simple. Right. Let's jump straight into a timetable run then. I'm thinking AM, Edinburgh to Glasgow. And see what mischief we can get up to. So choose a route. It's going to be... which I'm bound to go past because me. Already have, haven't I? Yes, I have. Why can't they put these in the alphabeticals of an order? Have I missed it? Banana Line, right, Long Island, Great Western, Thing, Luzerne, London Underground, Midland Main Line, Oakville, Peak Forest, Castle, West Cornwall Local, Arosa, Boston, Thing, Cathcart, Edinburgh to Glasgow, there it is. Right, timetable. So the Sprinter Express timetable, so it's got its own timetable. The 158 Edinburgh to Glasgow. And we'll do Glasgow 7:44 then, Edinburgh to Glasgow. What train is this? Look at the screen. Look at the stream title. That'll be a clue. It's not out yet, so you can't have it. Right then. Open the windows. Master key on. Forwards. Lights to day. We've got some switches here as well. Compressor speed up. Destination indicator, fault lamp. Instrument lights on, cab light off, crew light off. Hang on, right, let's get up and do this. AWS normal. Right, let's see if we can unlock the door. Let's try this crew door thing again then. This side. Okay, so shove my thing in. Crew, no, locate local door open. Yes, it's not modelled, is it? There we go. Right, yeah, so recording at those places. Haymarket, Linlithgow, Polmont, Falkirk High, and some other places. There doesn't seem to be much in the way of other trains. It seems... I hope this isn't two separate things where they haven't put this with the other stuff from the other timetable. I'll be really disappointed if that's the case. The only thing we see on this is the 185 and the 158. We'll see. We'll give it a benefit of the doubts. God, that's loud. Right, stop at Haymarket. Oh, DRA. Yeah, I thought this time of the morning we'd be seeing loads of trains. I hope they haven't done it as a separate thing. Right, green, green, yellow. Right. Oh, okay, we're going over there then. To Glasgow. I see a tunnel. Because when we were here before, this was busy, wasn't it? Certainly a touch dry. Yeah, I'm okay. I have squish. It looks good. And it sounds good. No, I haven't heard from Tony. Not since last night. Oh, where did he end up? Where were we yesterday? Blackpool way, wasn't it? I don't know if he's ventured up here today. Tony likes a bit of rough. He does indeed. He was on the Lambrini. No, he got out before Ormskirk. It was Rufford. Right, Haymarket is next. Making our way to Glasgow. Bing. At least my speed's back in miles an hour and I'm in yards. The training centre was in kilometres an hour and metres. No one understands that. Well, there's one train.
British Transport Police.
What? British Transport Police on what? You're across the yellow line. Braking. Alright. So, unlocking doors. Of course, they're slow on this, aren't they? There's a long delay between pressing the unlocky doors button and the doors actually doing the unlocky. I really hope they sort camera collisions out in Train Sim World 5. So we got one normal headlight and one LED. It's like, yeah, we're trying to modernise it, but, you know, not too much. Oh, another train. Well, that was frequent, going the other way. We're going to get a buzz. Oh, God. Right, Linlithgow, 15 miles. Top speed 90. And it's a bit of a loud guard bell, buzz thing. Bell buzz, buzz bell, Busby. Not a BT thing, Busby. So yeah, we were in, that's loud. We were in a queue of trains coming in here when last time we did this. There's a few 158s. There's a HST, look. In GWR livery, parked over there. 170's there. So I wonder if we actually see any on the route. Another HST, more HSTs. Power cars. Well, yeah, and another one. But he said they've been bought from GWR, brought up here, and haven't changed colour yet. Which I'm guessing there was a period of time, probably, when they were running up here in GWR livery. Or it's just that they couldn't do a livery in time for Scotrail. But will we actually see any running? Yeah, so that's where they're being repainted. Do they paint nowadays though, or are they like a vinyl? Are they wrapped? Because they do change hands, don't they? It's probably cheaper to wrap a train, automobile, train than it is to paint it. Right, 13 miles to Linlithgow. Oh, it's a shame we went a toucan. Right, will we see lots of other trains on this route? We should. Because the actual Edinburgh to Glasgow route isn't fantastic. It is a type of pedestrian crossing. Well, I pressed the test button. Nothing's happening. So where are we stopping? Linlithgow, Polmont, Falkirk High, Croy and Glasgow. Oh, it told us to send it back if my horn wasn't working. I was really hoping we'd see those GWR stocks running. I hope the only thing we don't see running is this and the 387. Right, we're nearly at our maximum speed. I think that's it. It's peaked. 91 miles an hour is all it's going to do. It's slowing down. Okay, we're getting slower. That's not a good thing. It is 90. Oh, there we go. Yeah, it's just kicked back in again. So obviously we've hit the limiter. Shut the window. I think the fact that it's a completely flat front will be the thing causing me some drag. Train. Yeah, it's definitely not the most aerodynamic, which you can see why the modern trains now are slopey, because they're a bit more aerodynamic than this. I like the fact that we are actually hitting that limiter. We got a 90. I wasn't watching the signals. We got a 90 limit coming up with a yellow. I'm not that worried about the 90 limit. slow it down for the 80 that suddenly appeared. It'll be interesting to see what's at Glasgow then. Because if it's now added this into the timetable, we should be seeing more trains. I was expecting Edinburgh to be really busy. Unfortunately, the train timetable weirdo isn't here. He's done Thorpe Park and Chessington today. So what I might do at the end, when we get back to Edinburgh, is maybe do a comparison. At the same time, look at the two timetables and see if all of a sudden more trains appear. I really hope they haven't done it as two separate things. Yeah, he was only at Thorpe for like 2 hours. He left to go to Chessington at 12:30. And I think he got to... Yeah, I think he got to Chessington about 3. No, on his own. It's the only time he could go because of his pass thing he's got. That's not valid in August. But it's easier when you're a single rider. You get to jump the queue. Right, 4.7 miles to Linlithgow. It sort of reminds me of the 170 though, but I don't think the 170 does 4-line runs. So at least there's an advantage with this, that you can do a 4-line run. Between the Edinburghs and the Glasgows, and the Glasgows and the Edinburghs, because it runs both ways. Tomorrow night it's back on the farm to do some farming. I've been there for a little while. Friday night we got some trucking carrying on in Scotland, making our way over to Scandinavia. Saturday night and Sunday night board games. Myself, Trent, Ethan and Harry will be here. Going to do Frustration, Scrabble, the London game, Scotland Yard over the 2 nights. Something I've never done before is anything like that. Did a trial stream on Discord last November. New Year's Eve. Which seemed to go down okay. Yeah, there's no need to keep linking that, Skippy. I think most people are watching have been around a while. Right, 1.8 miles to Linlithgow. This thing's got rubbish brakes in it, so I'll start applying them. Get ourselves down to a reasonable speed. so far, yeah, we've seen a bit of stuff parked up. Oh, nearly, yeah, there, yeah, that's words. Probably halfway, I should imagine. Maybe third of the way, quarter of the way, some of the way. Some distance still to go. Another 158 going the other way. Right, braking. Yeah, so after the board games, Monday going to be here with some Train Sim World. I think it's going to be Ethan on Peak Forest. So steam trains. Not here next Tuesday. Wednesday will be about with something. That's not stopping there, is it? Doors are unlocking on the left-hand side of the train. Farming. Was it farming Monday? I can't remember. I still haven't fully recovered from last weekend. I was in bed at 9:30 last night. Wait until 8:04 and 30 seconds. Right, let's have a quick look at the livery in this then. Oh, that's definitely Scotrail. Yeah, that's definitely a livery, as liveries go. That's definitely quite livery like. Alright, lock doors. They do take a long time in this, don't they? Right, can I get a buzz? Give him 3, that confuse him. Actually means something else, doesn't it? 3, oh well. Right, Polmont is next. I thought Harry did a Pride livery for the 158. It is definitely a moquette. Which moquette sounds like some 60s backing singers. It's Stevie and the Moquettes. So there's also stuff for this on Cathcart, and it's going to be integrated into 5 Circle when the 11, a little tiny branch line gets added at some point. So we've seen 1158 and a couple of the other ones so far. I don't know what the frequency of the service is anyway, up and down to here. That's where we need the train weirdo. Bing. I like it though. More diesels, always good. I'm a fan of a diesel. I'll do. That's better. Well, my criticism is, and I don't normally criticise It's taken them how many months to give it a paint job and an interior? Everything else is stock 158 we've had on Midland Main Line. I suppose they have had to integrate the timetable as well. Is it worth buying? I'll save my judgment until we get to Glasgow. I don't know about the two different timetables. If there is, then that's going to limit what you see as AI. I'd almost want to do a test, which I might task Ethan with that next week. Do the same route at the same time in both timetables and see how much AI you see. To me, I'm already thinking they should have done it as one timetable. So I think we're only going to see this and the 387, is it? Running. And we won't see anything else. It may be because I'm an early release. But normally, we haven't had that. Certainly the night before. Oh, there's brakes. That's all the brakes. No, we're going to be okay. Well, if I hadn't used full service, I wouldn't have stopped, would I? I'll do it again just to annoy you. Yeah, so we're seeing these coming in. The 385s. Because that's all that's on the timetable that we're on. I should have come off the power earlier. I know. But I quite clearly didn't. Because like you, I am an idiot. Oh, there's a shot. There we go. Right, lock doors. Slowly. Oh, I did that already. Oh, buzz. Right, Falkirk High. Yeah, I'm going to look at the end when we get back to Edinburgh. So I've done this as an early AM run. We'll do the return trip at about 5 PM, departing Glasgow, going back to Edinburgh, and see what AI we get. I bet we're only going to get 385s. So I bet if I then switch timetable to a similar time when we get back to Edinburgh, I bet there'll be more AI. I hope that's not the case. If that is the case, I'll be very disappointed. Because more AI would have made me enjoy the route more. And I think it's not just me. If there's more stuff running around, it makes it feel more alive. Like we get on London Commuter, like we've had on some of the American ones. There's more trains around. I think London Commuter's got the most AI. which is why we did the rail cam. So I don't expect it out here because I know the frequency of trains isn't going to be that high. But in Edinburgh or in Glasgow, where other stuff's coming in and going out, you'd expect to see more going on. But that felt empty when we left Edinburgh. So there may not be a knock against the train because it is going to be incorporated into, say, Cathcart Circle, Cathcart and Fife and this. So you'll see it as AI. But we've got the HSTs in, which they said was one of the things, and the 170s. Are they just static then? So they just... I don't like being negative, although, you know, I'm always honest with these, and I'll give you my honest opinion of something. But I will save judgment until we get to the end. And that's not for a clickbaity reason or to make people stay till the end. I just want to give it a fair chance to see what's at Glasgow when we get there and what's at Edinburgh when we get back, and we'll do a switch between the two timetables. Right, Falkirk High is the next station stop. It's gone dark. I cannot see here. I can see the light. Right, we're now braking slowly into Falkirk High. Full service again, just to annoy Richard. Right. So we got Croy and then Glasgow to go. Love you, Rich. That's me. Doors are locking on the left-hand side of the train. What are these buttons up here? Oh, hang on, buzz. Right, Croy in 9 miles, 10 miles roughly, nearly 9.8. It's close. No automatic announcer on this. Not really a lot going on, is there? Who knew my head could spin all the way around? I'm like an owl. No, there's nothing inside. Toot toot, I'm not a train, I'm an owl. Just call me Professor Snap. No, what was Professor Snaffle? He was a woodpecker. Not that I remember that. Bijou Fuse. Aye. It's not smoky enough either. It needs a bit of smoke. Again, this is a pre-release version. It could improve overnight when the full release comes out. Hi from France. Hello, France. Blind. I was blind, but now I see. Can't turn the fan on. Disappointing. Oh, we got a little switch here. Compressor. Thing. Destination. Instrument light. Cab light. Crew light. And you start and you stop. Don't do anything. Don't do anything. Signal. Couple. No, I'm single. Why we got a calculator that? Why we got a calculator? More buttons. Oh, cab fan heater. Not that then. It's my destination display control. Ooh. Wait, it doesn't work, does it? It's the plane's ECU. God, it's been so long since I've done flight, I wouldn't have a clue. I used to be able to program the ECU on a 737. Now, not so much. I don't get time to do flight anymore. There's no time, Captain. FMC, that's the one. Or McDo if you're in the Airbus. Do you know the pricing of it? We think $12.99. It's not on Steam yet. There is a link. I don't know if there is more information in the link. At the moment, I'm going to be honest, this isn't my final decision. It's a bit... I could live without it. It's not adding anything to the route for me, which I thought it would, other than a couple of static GWR HSTs. I honestly thought I was looking forward to jumping in this and seeing lots of AI in Edinburgh, feeling busy. Yeah, we've already got this on Midland Main Line. So yeah, you know, these did run on this line. Or maybe still do up here somewhere. We'll do the run back at 5 PM and see what else we see. But at the moment, the only other AI we've seen moving are 385s. And here comes one now. There's been nothing else. So we'll see what happens when we get to Glasgow. We bought Train Sim World 2. It's a good start. You can get it at a good price. You can get 3 at a good price as well still. My favourite Scottish routes in order. There's only 3. 158. Alright, so we'll shortly be arriving at Croy. Slowly-ing. I don't even know if this is one of those routes that I'd want to do in real life. It's a commuter route, isn't it? So it's one of those that its only purpose is to move people between pretty much Edinburgh and Glasgow, which is what all train lines are really. Right, 2.5 miles. We are following something. I'm guessing it's a train. I'm not a fan of Cathcart. 5's good. But what I want from 5 is the ability, I know there's one scenario you can do, is the ability to do the whole loop, which makes it a more interesting, longer route. This is probably my least favourite Scottish route, and actually up there with one of my least favourite routes in the UK, because Antelope Valley is just the worst route in the world. I don't know whose idea it was to put that into Train Sim World 4, but wow. I did it once on a stream. I will never do it again. I think the banana line. Well, no, because I've literally been in this 53 minutes. And I'm only doing Edinburgh to Glasgow. Yeah, banana line's one of those that you do it, and as we have done, it's not one I don't think you'd jump in and just do a route. I think if you look, the routes I've done the most of in the UK are London Commuter, South Eastern High Speed, Great Western Express, West Cornwall Local. Problem is, this is Skyhook, isn't it? Although Dovetail are publishing it and promoting it, it's Skyhook. I'm gonna check the timetable when we get back to Edinburgh and switch between the two at the same sort of time and see if all of a sudden we get more AI stuff. Because if they've just done a separate timetable for this and the 385 and not incorporated it into the full timetable along with everything else, then that's disappointing. Very disappointing. Right, unlocking doors on the left-hand side of the train. Eventually, when they open, because they're very slow. There we go. I hear a train. 385. So it's probably the right frequency of trains on the route, because it's not like an every 5-minute service. But I just thought Edinburgh would have been busier. We'll see if Glasgow is. Is where we are headed to next. The door's opening on the 385. Right, 11-mile run then to Glasgow. Yeah, it's definitely not smoky enough. You know, I don't mind the audio. Quite like the modelling on the inside. That's quite good. So we'll go back to Edinburgh and then we'll see what the timetable does for this, and then we'll see how it incorporates into Fife, which it sort of doesn't at the moment, and Cathcart. If there are timetable runs for those, then yeah, it could be worth purchasing if it's in the standard timetable. I was looking forward to it. I genuinely was. The training was quite good, quite like that. So I'm not knocking the train, I'm knocking the incorporation into the route. So if you haven't already got the Midland Main Line 158 and you like doing the Scottish routes, then yeah. I was chatting to Ethan on the phone earlier, and we were both saying hopefully it's, you know, it makes Edinburgh feel busier. We were like, that could be a great place for a rail cam then, if you've got HSTs, 385s, 158s and 170s running in and out. That would be awesome. There'd be something going in and going out all the time. Doesn't seem like that's going to be the case. So we'll see what Glasgow's like. Should be busy, 8:30 a.m. Should be. Famous last words and all that. Yeah, tomorrow night back with some farming. Haven't done any for a little while, about a week now I think. Friday night some more trucking. Saturday and Sunday is board games. Monday we'll be here with something. Tuesday next week not here. Thursday next week not here. Well, it could, well, say it could be that I'm on a pre-release version. I don't think it is. I think there's two separate timetables. Right, there's a yellow up there. We've got 8 minutes to do 6 miles, so it's going to slow us down at some point. Our yellow's just gone green, so we are following something and it's moving. Another 385. So yeah, the amount of AI is fine, because say it isn't a busy line. You know, we're seeing a train every 10 minutes, which means there's also, yeah, there's something in front of us, there's probably something behind us. It's just I expected a variety of AI, and I'm hopeful that Glasgow's busy. Yeah, so those yellows are changing to green. Hopefully about now. So I back off the power. So it looks good. So I wonder if at different times of the day, like if you chose something that wasn't peak, you'd only be a 2 car. I'm guessing so, because it wouldn't run 4 cars all day, would they? And these aren't single car units, are they? These are 2s. Right, so an 85, then a 70, then a 50. make our way into Glasgow. That's me. Right. Little bit of break. I think doing a full stopping service would be more interesting. Thanks, but I don't think there is one. There isn't a full route, full stopping service. Another 385. Right, are we going to see more stuff parked up? Yeah, 170's over there. 158's. Nothing in those sheds. So yeah, HST's at the other end. Right, slow ourselves down. So yeah, so this isn't an early morning rush hour run. We'll do the return in the evening, so leaving about 5. And we're actually going to be arriving early as well. I know we're picking up speed. Braking. We don't appear to be braking. I was just holding us at that speed. It's a bit of a downhill slope, isn't it? 2.2. Wasselicky 2.7, something like that. I hadn't noticed that before. Alright, so another 158 coming out. So there are a few trains. Alright. Double yellow. And then slow it down to a 20. And slowly make our way in. Yeah. Right, platform 5. Yeah, stage 1 of the brakes is, or step 1 of the brakes is just about holding the speed. What's that? see something on the tracks down there then. It steps doing the brakes. Yeah, 5, 6, 7, 8. I got a red at the other side. Right, is there going to be much stuff in Glasgow? .385. Okay, there's a HST over there. NGWR livery. Well, he says something here. Definitely seems weird. Would they have put that into... Well, I suppose we saw northern 150s running down in Barry Island with the northern livery on. Oh, okay, that ended. Right. Okay, let's make the return run in evening rush hour and see if there's more stuff. Right, Edinburgh to Glasgow. Time to... Yes, these two times... Look, so you can see on the Edinburgh Glasgow timetable, we got 385, 66s, steam, 37s, and 314s. This you got the 385 and the 158. Yes, Nico. I've watched all of his cab rides. It's really interesting. Right, 158. He's done one a couple of days ago. It was an hour and 40 minutes. I haven't had time to watch it yet. Okay, let's do the 1744. Oh, that's the other way, isn't it? Could be the 1844. Okay, I have to be a 1644 then. Glasgow to Edinburgh. We'll do that. Right. Master key on. Enter forwards. I can think it is bloody pacer for a second then. You have to really think about which train you're in. It's like, what am I in? Unlock doors on the right. So what we got in? We got a 385 and that's it. Not a lot, is it? That 385 is noisy as well. Right, lock doors. It's too quiet. Yeah, that's why I'm going to do a comparison between the two timetables when we get back to Edinburgh. Well, that's what. Where's that's the bit. It is two timetables. If there's more AI at the same time on the other timetable, then they've mucked up somewhere, and that's disappointing. They need to just do it as one timetable, not two, and just give you all the trains. Hi, Rich T. Right, anyway, let's make our way back towards Edinburgh. I cannot see. I have not the ability to see. No! There we go. Ask this. Oh, I don't like that. There you go. Surely the cab light should be illuminated so when it's dark you can see it. Oh, yeah, we're doing a slowing down thing, aren't we? Rich T! Thank you very much indeed. 5 of the months. Thank you very much indeed. Well, my initial impressions, I said this on the way down, it's nothing against the train, it's the timetabling. If they've done it as a separate timetable, only having the 385 and the 158 as AI, then they've ruined it. That's why I'm going to switch to the other timetable and get back and see if all of a sudden loads of AI appear. If they do, then they've dropped a huge clanger on this, and I won't recommend people buy it. Unless their aim is to incorporate it into one timetable. It's not that I expect to see a lot of trains between because if it's a realistic timetable, fine. It's just that it's very lacking in AI at Edinburgh. That's why I want to do a time comparison. But yeah, train, fine. And if it is going to incorporate more into Cathcart and Fife, great. Yes, go buy it. For this, not good. Right, anyway, 9.8 miles to Croy. Yeah, we did it the other week in the Turbo Star, in the 170. And in the 38 thingy when it came out, the 385. 387? 385, whichever one it was. It was great. But they've added in another train, there's less AI. Similar to East Coast Way. Okay, well that is down there. You've also got this in Midland Main Line. Apparently I'm going to be on a lot of 166s next week. Well, and the Angry Train up in Birmingham. And my last time on a 323. Next Thursday. So not that I'm a train weirdo. Yeah, 158 sat there, look, waiting. That's fine. And we had some stuff over here, which there is. So yeah, if there's 170s over there and 158s. I like to go on the trams. We did a couple of stops on the Nottingham trams. I wouldn't mind going to Sheffield for the trams. We did a couple of stops on the Birmingham one because the rest of it was shut. I quite like London trams. Haven't done it all. Trains, meh. Old buses, yeah, although I'm not doing Imber now. I quite like the Manchester trams. Yeah, I want to do the bit out to the airport this year when we're up there. Right, so we've got 8 and a bit miles to Croy. We're following something, so we've got some yellows. Oh God, no, not the Blackpool trams. They're just there for tourists. But yeah, the train, good. If you haven't got a 158 for Train Sim World, and you want to see the inclusion of this into some of the other routes, then I'd say it's worth getting. The inclusion of the timetabling into this is disappointing. I know doing AI probably isn't easy. It's probably quite time consuming. Where would you buy this train only from? What? It's going to be out on Steam tomorrow. Right, we've still got a yellow up there. Two yellows up there now. Okay, we're catching up with something. This is Edinburgh to Glasgow. I haven't done Fife yet. You're getting banned any second. You can buy the... That's a good point, actually. If you bought just this train, you could then use it on other routes. But it's only timetabled on these routes. So you can do it in free roam. If you're going to do that, see if you can pick up Midland Main Line cheap. So that's got a 158. Right, we've got 4.5 miles to Croy. What I'm going to do when I get back to Edinburgh, we'll look at what time of the day it is when we arrive. See how much AI is in Edinburgh. What I'll then do is I'll switch to the other timetable at as close to that time as I can get and see how much AI there is in Edinburgh. If there's more in the other timetable, then they've mucked up. Because it shouldn't be that hard to add in one more train to a timetable, which is all it is technically. It's adding the 158 into the existing timetable. I don't think it's because I'm on a pre-release version and they've done it for pre-release or for testing. I hope it's not that. I hope it's Skyhook can only use their own trains. Because that's disappointing for the future. Even put them in as AI. It may be... Well, surely they... Well, actually, no, this is Dovetail. As much as I love them, testing isn't really a thing, is it? Although this tutorial was better. There was no issues with the tutorial. It's been the first time in a long time where that's because Skyhook did it. Well, every tutorial so far has been, well, in a word, pants. I quite like them now. They're starting you out of the, you know, in the car park. The word test. Right, 1.5 miles. Nice guy, Miles. I just hope that in the new iteration we get of this, they finally see sense and get rid of the stupid putting up signs, repairing fences, putting fire extinguishers away. Just get rid of that stuff. No, Trent. Yeah, train, not got an issue with at all. Well modelled, like the interior. Like the fact that, again, could this be a hint? I don't know anything. Making you use the guard panel in the tutorial. I want multiplayer. 2-player multiplayer. That's it. That's all I ask for. One as a driver, one as a guard. Oh, God. Stop doing the cargo lines, Dovetail. Although I saw something last night on the YouTubes. So I'm not going to keep slating Dovetail. I wouldn't be here if it wasn't for Dovetail. Well, not alive, but really enjoying Train Sim World, which is probably up there with my favourite sim. Anyway, saw something last night on the YouTubes. People doing a budget model railway build and using sidings to put in wagons and stuff in, and never realised that model train people do this, and wondered if you could do it in this, that you put wagons in the sidings in whatever order. Each wagon has its own playing card. You shuffle the cards, lay down so many of them, and have to put the wagons in that order by shunting them to make a consist. Actually quite a cool idea. I'm not only a fan of shunting, but the fact you have to move them out, put them into the yard, move that one, bring that one back, go and put that one somewhere, bring that one back to make one consist in the right order of the cards you've just dealt yourself. It's like, I wonder if you could do that in this. Right, Forker Kai is next, which does sound like an American teen school drama. This week on Forker Kai, is Nancy pregnant? Is Tim the father? Or is it the headmaster? Why is there a clipboard all the way up? Is that... Why would you have your clipboard all the way up there? It's like we need to put a clipboard somewhere. Where can we put it? I know, up there. You know where I want to put it? There. Or there. We got that bracket. Or like a little arm here. Or, here. I don't put a clipboard up there. Exactly. What if you're a short ass? You have to stand. You stand on the seat. That's not very good from a health and safety point of view, is it? Might fall off. Might fall out the window. Yeah, I've got a dead man switch. Stand on the dash. Ooh. It's actually, this is one of those things, obviously real train drivers use simulators for training purposes. You couldn't do it in Train Sim Classic. You just couldn't. I think you could in this. Obviously, you wouldn't use it for line learning because it's not 100% accurate, but for getting used to the control where stuff is on a train, because it's identical to the inside of a 158 or whatever. And just get used to spending you know, 3 hours going up and down a train line. Right, 8 miles to go to Falkirk High. Yeah, you couldn't do it for route learning. But for, you know, accuracy of where stuff is, you know, if you did some time in this and then you went to drive a 158, you'd know what the buttons were. You'd know where everything was. You'd get in. I know you'd have actual training. It wouldn't be like you drive this and go drive 158. Train. Apparently my timetable for Edinburgh to Glasgow might not be complete. Really? There's a shocker. Again, it's not the frequency of trains on this that I've got an issue with, because I know it's not a frequent service. I expected to see more at Edinburgh, and there wasn't. That's why I want to do the switch between the two timetables, because if Skyhook have only done the 158 and the 185, no, the 385's in, the 158's in, the 170's in, the HST I've seen, there's no 801s. The HST's there. There was one idling in the station. They're in the sidings as you approach Edinburgh, but not running. There's no 170s running, and I've not seen the 801. The only things I've seen actually going up and down are the 385s and the 158s. So unless there's going to be a patch to add them into actual running services, if they did that, then this would be as good as I hoped it was going to be. And no, well, did Volvo know about aerodynamics when they did the 244? Or the old Mercedes? Thing is, it's about being able to connect them together. So obviously there's the doorway here where you go through to connect them. A bit like buses though, isn't it? They're not really built for aerodynamics because they're not going that fast. Although this is trying to push a lot of air out the way at 90 miles an hour. Right, we have 3.4 miles. Yeah, I like the train. I haven't got an issue with the train. When it gets incorporated fully into 5 Circle, it'd be good. No, the HST is in GWR livery, which personally I think is weird. Which I know when they buy them, or when they got them, they travelled up here, they would have still been in GWR livery. So have a couple sat waiting to be painted. Yeah, you know what would be really cool is if there was one sat, which is the sort of detail I'd do if I was doing this. Have one sat in a yard, half in GWR livery, half in Scotrail livery, as though it's being, and some scaffolding around it or something, as though it's, you know, being wrapped. That's the sort of little bits of detail you want. Then maybe have, you know, one running in GWR livery and the rest in Scotrail. That's the little bit of stuff that would make these routes feel more alive. Right. Breaking into Falkirk High. What do you think of the 158? I like the 158. The timetabling isn't great currently. I'll add that as a caveat. I will be checking it when I get back to Edinburgh. But no, it's, well, that's all I did was put a reskin on it and change the interior. But no, yeah, I like a bit of diesel action anyway. I do like a diesel. Right, full service, just annoy Richard. We're a 4-car here, I think. Yeah, we're a 4-car. And brake. Yeah, so the interior's out. Nicely done. The engine's a tad quiet. Yeah, I'll turn the game volume down a little bit. It's not a great balance of audio. What did that say? It's quite nice. This is Edinburgh, where this train will terminate. But it's not. The next station is Polmont. That's probably right, but we're not in Edinburgh. Passenger safety information notices are located throughout this train. Okay, but it wasn't Edinburgh. Right, let's go lock the doors. Again, pre-release, there are going to be bugs, as always. Hopefully there's a release day patch. Can I get a buzz? Yeah, so that was right with Polmont. Go. Destination's right, Edinburgh. The only time I ever look at those is on the London Underground. If I'm on a mainline station, I won't look at the front of the train. I'll be reliant on the announcement saying that the next train arriving at platform whatever, or the platform boards to tell me where it's going. Is it just me? And yeah, I do look good in orange. Tomorrow night, by the way, back on the farm doing the farming type thing in the farming. Friday night we got some trucking and tunes carrying on in Scotland in ETS2. Saturday and Sunday night, real life board games. It's either going to go down well or it's not on a stream. It could go either way. 4 of us are going to be here. Starting out on Saturday night with frustration. Starting simple, you know, get ourselves warmed up. Then it's going to be the London game, and then see what time we get. Sunday night is going to be Scrabble and Scotland Yard. Oh God, does that mean it's on a train? And then Monday, Ethan will be here. Farming. Yeah, but lunchtime maybe. What's the time like in the game compared to real life? It's 1-to-1 scale, so it's accurate time. So if your journey takes an hour, it takes an hour. And it's raining. Put wiper on. Oh crap. Brakes. Braking. Braking. It's fine. It's fine. Train, good. Incorporation into route, not good. I thought for a second that train was on my track. Thankfully it's not. So we don't need a sander, it's fine. I'm not sanding down any doors or skirting boards. Why do I say that? Wait till we get to Edinburgh and you'll see that there's only 2 trains. And the only trains that are actually moving on the route are this and the 385. Nothing else. Doors are opening on the left-hand side of the train. Yeah. So what I'm going to do when I get to Edinburgh is switch to the other timetable, because there's 2, and see how much AI appears. And if there's more AI in the other timetable, they've dropped a huge clanger. If it's the same, okay. Locking doors. But yeah, there are HSTs in the sidings, or 170s. Haven't seen 801 yet, unless that's just parked up somewhere. Yeah. I said that earlier. There's no smoke. Come on, we've got wheel slip. There we go. The 801. Yeah, I'm going to have a run around Edinburgh when we get there. But yeah, like the modelling, like the interior, as I said, if it gets incorporated into 5 Circle, which it will do when the little extension comes, great. If it gets incorporated into Cathcart, great. Then yes, it's worth getting. Based on this bit, don't expect to see any more trains. I'd expect to see a variety though, possibly. We'll see when we get back to Edinburgh's. Oh, I didn't like going flat out. Come on. I do like a bit of wheel slip. Stopping at Linlithgow is going to be interesting. Well, sliding into Linlithgow. Said the fact that the tutorial had you use the guard panel is interesting for me, because the one thing we all want and was talked about in Train Sim World 2 and 3 and 4 is multiplayer. And as I said earlier, even 2-player, 1 person guarding, 1 person driving. Well, this is the one where it's mainly incorporated, I think, currently. We'll have a look at the timetables for Cathcart and Fife as well when we get to Edinburgh. It's definitely a bit rainy. No, I'm not bothered by the AI passengers. I actually didn't like that ticket checking thing they did in that scenario. Personally, I just find it, like, if the local door worked, I'd find it quite interesting. Just, like, being the guard, coming up here and standing or sitting there or there while your mate's driving, and either swapping at every station, which would be quite amusing. From a stream point of view, that'd be quite interesting. From a playing point of view, you drive some routes, you guard some routes. Yeah, well, they do get on and off the trains, don't they? It's a shame, isn't it? Because could you imagine, like we've got in the bus company for OMSI, or like we get with VTCs, if we had a virtual train company, you buy the rights to a line, you then trundle up and down the line, earning money, buying trains, buying the rights to another line. This franchise would explode. I wouldn't even be that bothered about seeing AI trains in that instance. Sorry, not AI trains, other passenger trains. Even if it wasn't a multiplayer aspect, incorporate a virtual train company then. Say, if OMSI can flip and do it. So for every run you do, you earn money. That goes back to the train company. You get wear on trains. So whereas in OMSI we have to put the train in a garage, in this you put it in a depot. So it takes it out of service. Yeah, well, okay then, not the guard situation. Do multiplayer. So not that you see another person, but see another train. Obviously, you'd have to have it so that if you ran a red, you disappeared. Because then you get all the trolls running reds. Yeah. Well, guard mode is already there. There's scenarios for it in the old... in the route on this. Guard mode's been there a while. But only a couple of scenarios. Say this went through it. We'll see. I said Dovetail are making their announcement on the 20th of August. I will be tuning in to see what they've got to say. As soon as I know information and can share it, I will. Hopefully on that day I'll get to be able to share what information I have about what's possibly coming in the future. Yeah, scenarios, it's easy in it because you can just put it as an AI train, so the train's got defined route. If you've got a human controlling it and you're a guard, you don't know what's coming up. Yeah, I'm not saying it's an easy thing to do. Now we've got to do a buzz. Right, Haymarket is next. Hey, Market. Right, put away slowly this time. Just need a 156, yeah. I don't know what trains. There's nothing really. I'd like those new, well, the 730. Give us the 730 that's in. Is it 730? The Angry train in Birmingham. We got Birmingham Cross City. Do a DLC for the 730. They did that at the right price. Like this, and incorporated, you know, kept some 323s and the 730s in. We're going to be on that next week. Expect to see pictures in the Discord, because I think the last 323s come out of service in September, so it's probably my last opportunity to go on a 323. But what's Burger King got anything to do with it? Or is that where you are? Train. Oh, the last West Midlands 323s. Oh, okay. Well, yeah, the other thing we've all been crying out for in it is longer routes. You know, people just, we were having this conversation the other day. People were disappointed with East Coast Main Line because it was the wrong bit. I know why they did it, because of Doncaster and because of the Flying Scotsman. It's just the most the most boring bit of that route. Alfie Yucky, I'm guessing that's Alfie UK, whatever your name is, you know your name. Thanks for the follow. So yeah, I'd like longer routes. So I know over the years they've said there's reasonings for that, but with optimization as they're now doing, and hopefully more of it in the new version, I'd like to see a longer route. I don't expect to see, you know, 4-hour and 6-hour routes like we get in Train Sim Classic. 2 hours. It is a new 158, the Scotrail one, which releases tomorrow. Right, 13 miles to go to Haymarket. So maybe next week we should do something in this again. Give it a fair chance. Because the train's great. Well, yeah, we're going, we got a meet-up planned, going back into Cardiff, doing a couple of the Valley lines would be awesome. And that train that's got the little carriage with the engines in, what's it called? The Flirt? Yeah. I really like that. No, Ethan, you're doing steam trains. Say, one of the lines that they've had in Train Sim Classic for a while, the Riviera line, that'd be good in this because of the coast. Yeah. The lines that work well on this, I think we were saying this the other day when we did Southeastern High Speed, is the ones where you've got multiple lines on a route. I think that's what they need to do more. What's my opinion of the Class 159? I don't have an opinion. So I think rather than just have a route as being one bit of track like this, give us routes like Southeastern that have got multiple bits you can do on the same route. I really like that. Even West Cornwall local to a certain degree, because you got the little spur off down to St Ives. 5 Circle's good because you've got the 2 sides of 5 Circle. That works well. And obviously you can have this like 3-minute long branch line. Exactly. If you've got elephants. Yeah, London Commuter is awesome. I think for the amount of AI, I think London Commuter is still the best thing that these guys have done. You know, adding in the 700. That's why we did the rail cam at East Croydon. Because the amount of AI traffic, which is what I was hoping for with Edinburgh. I thought I'd spawn this in Edinburgh and it would just be mayhem. And not spawn this in Edinburgh and have 2 trains. We'll see what it's like when we get back. Oh yeah, that bridge at Barmouth. I've driven to Barmouth. I drove in and went past that bridge because that's a cracking little route. So Shrewsbury to Barmouth. Does that go from Shrewsbury? Right, so we've got 8.5 miles from Haymarket. The one thing with this route, it's gone quickly. Because I do like a diesel. I think it's all 158s out there. Shrewsbury to Aberystwyth and Pwllheli. Dovey Junction, exactly. Problem is, we're on the Thames Link last weekend going through the core in London. Where do you stop? That's the problem. You know, there is, even if you think about just the UK, there are so many awesome routes that have got so much going for them that would fit in so well with this. But they've also got to think of their German market. They've also got to think of the American market. There must be so many, they must have a board with like so many ideas on that it's just time and, well, I'm guessing money isn't too much of a factor now. It's probably time. Because this is becoming more and more popular. You know, Great Western Express. Give us a better version of that. Give us a more up-to-date version of that. Same route. I'd be happy with that. I almost can see Train Sim Classic dying away. Yeah, well, a modern version of Great Western Express. We've got the version that's got the HSTs and the 166. They did it on the Isle of Wight. They did the modern version and the old version, same route. Give us a modern version of Paddington to Reading. Well, further would be nice. Didcot. I'm not saying go all the way to Bristol. give us Didcot, because that's quite an important junction where trains going up to Oxford. Train Dovetail are going to be doing an announcement on the 20th of August. Well, again, longer routes. Paddington to Bristol. What's that? 2 hours? Yeah, Class 67 would go in to a couple of routes. Again, even with things like this, isn't it? It doesn't take much to improve a route. You know, I guess it's something that they're doing. I should work for Dovetail. Just employ me, Dovetail. I'll work remotely. Look at a route. Look and see what runs on that route. And then do a train that isn't on that route currently as a DLC, like you've done in this. And then add it into a timetable. People would pay for that if the price was right. So you don't need to have new routes all the time. Something that enhances the routes you've got. Yeah. Exactly, you'll get an update to older stuff. Oh, Western Main Lines is awesome, because then you got the bits of Western Main Lines. That's how I did Paddington to Penzance in a pacer. And yeah, stitching of routes. That was the initial thought when the route editor came out for this, is that would we be able to extend an existing route? I think they've come back and said, no, you can't alter an existing route, but surely give the ability to tack onto it. So at the end of the route, where you know your train exits the station, there's always a bit more because the AI will sod off. Don't let anybody touch the main bit of the route. Let people add on to it. So, like we've got with London Commuter, and we've said this millions of times, give us London Commuter and give us East Coastway. Both of them go in and out of Brighton. Link the two together. Make it one, so that you can do London to Brighton, get out of your train there, get another train and take that onto East Coastway within the same thing. You can extend an existing route, but only its raw format. So you can't take assets. Alright, we got a red coming up here. Because of the rain, I am doing the braking thing. I know it's a red. Oh, that's thunder. It's a bit rainy. Yeah, I do like the train. I'm intrigued now to see what it's like when we get back to the Edinburghs. And as I say, I will switch to the other timetable. Trams are running. I think that's the first time I've actually seen one of them come past me. That's quite cool. It's definitely a bit thundery out there. But it's a tram. Yeah, it's not the tram. It's a tram. Again, I don't mind a bit of creative license. I quite like that. There was that route, that fictional route, wasn't there, for Train Sim Classic, that was actually quite good. I wouldn't even mind if someone did a fictional route for this. So yeah, so look, over here we've got a GWR liveried HST. We got a 170 over there. Another HST. Haven't seen an 801. We'll come past here slowly though. Yeah, so like the fact that they're there, but they're not running. And yeah, we've got a couple of power cars here. With a GWR livery on. And a marker over there. Interesting. And a tram in the background. Oh yeah, you said that about the 801. Hang on, though, we have got HST running, look. Okay. Yeah. So was it that I was at the wrong time this morning? So 158. This morning it was like 8 something. Because it's around that sort of time to do an Edinburgh to Glasgow. We'll let you have a go over the weekend, Ethan. Right, so arriving in Haymarket. We'll see what's in Edinburgh then when we actually get back into Edinburgh. Yeah, we'll run and then see if there is an 801 in. And then we'll switch the timetable to the other one just to see if that increases things. And at some point next week, Ethan will be here doing Peak Forest steam trains. That might be Wednesday lunchtime. Right, buzz. Right, yeah, 1.2 miles then into Edinburgh. Are there going to be more trains in here this time? He hasn't got any steam routes because he doesn't do steam. So that's going to be good. Downside is it's going to be Wednesday lunchtime. No one's going to be around to watch. So that's one to see when it goes on the YouTubes. Yeah, so Monday night's farming, Tuesday not here, Wednesday lunchtime then train sim world. Wednesday night might be ships at sea, possibly. Not here Thursday. Next Friday will be trucking. Alright, we've got a mile to go. Are there going to be more things in the Edinburghs? We'll run a look for the 801. We'll see what's in. And then what I'll do is I'll switch the other timetable around this time and see if there's more AI. If there is, then it would seem that there's an issue. Right, here's our 20. I don't understand why they do it as two timetables. So it can't be that tough to incorporate one more train into a timetable. Unless it is just there's a skyhook timetable and a normal timetable. Because they can't use each other's assets. Surely you could work together then, wouldn't you, to create one big timetable? Because you want to see the AI, didn't you? You know, in reality, if you went and stood at Edinburgh Station, you'd see all sorts of things coming in and out. I get that some of it they haven't got licensing for, but if the stuff they got licensing for that they've got on two separate timetables, put it on one. Right, so in we come into Edinburgh, and there's not a lot here. Bagpipes. There ain't a lot here. Nothing down there. We've got 1158 here. Right, what I'm going to do is I'll return to free roam. Let's get out of here. Right, so what have we got? So we've got two 158s. We've got the Azuma in. Well, that's something. That's as far as we can go. So we got 3 trains in. What time does that go out? 15 minutes that leaves. Calling at page 1 of 1. No idea. Yeah. So not a lot of stuff here, is there? Nothing over here. Right. What I'll do is we'll jump to the other timetable. So 5:45 p.m. Let's have a look at the other timetable and see what's in at 5:45 p.m. Choose a route. Edinburgh to Glasgow. Timetable. So, Edinburgh to Glasgow timetable. We'll jump in something. We go, there you go, 5:35. See if there's anything closer. If I go 314. No, there's only that. Okay, so 5:35 then. This is that one. There you go, 17:44 from Edinburgh. So a minute out. Let's see what's in. If there's more trains here now, then there's an issue. Right. So what have we got? So up here is where that Azuma was. Well, that's not there. Which we didn't expect that really, did we? Through here then is where we just came in with the 158. Nothing there. What? Huh. How is there less something's broken. Because we were here recently and it was rammed. We were running around. And there was loads of stuff. Try the 5-1. The 5-1 what? Oh, the 5 version of the... Right, choose a route. Edinburgh, timetable. So, Edinburgh to Glasgow. 385. What? 5 circle line. Okay, let's try around the same sort of time then. Hang on, that one. Right, okay. Same station, same time, different timetable. Well, I hear another train. Oh, hang on. Try that side. There is something diesely. So this is where we just came in on the 158. Yeah, there's a 170 there. that does sound nice. I forgot how nice the 170 sounds. So we've got another 170 down here. And then let's see if there's any up the other side. I like the fact that your zoomer's there. No, so nothing. Yeah, that's showing the 2042 to Tweedbank. There's no consistency. I've never thought of that before. You got two separate timetables going into the same station. Combine the two. Why would that be a? On the other one, it's a. On the other one, it's showing at 6 p.m. On this one, it's showing at 2042. And it's the same time. I hate to say it. I think they've dropped the ball there. The train's good. I don't think the incorporation into a timetable is good. I don't like that there's two timetables. Just give us one. What is there playable? Is there anything? No. That. Yeah, it says no 158 in Fife just yet. What about Cathcart Circle that you can drive? Cathcart timetable. There's 158s for Cathcart, a 3-minute and a 6-minute. Yeah. Was that a community timetable? No. Yeah. So yes, you've got routes for Edinburgh to Glasgow. The AI isn't great. I think that might have been a community timetable. Oh, have I added one in? I just had mods in, I'm being told to. So it might have been then. Go back to my... I'm trying to end. You've got the full one and the class 170. So Flying Scotsman, 170, 40, 385, 800. Try the 170. Well, no, because I'm not driving the 170. I've only got the 170. I just looked at these. The only one that the 158 is on is Cathcart Circle and Edinburgh to Glasgow as drivable. There we go. Train, good. If you're looking for a good diesel unit and eventually you want to try it on Fife and Cathcart, then it's worth getting. For trucking a diesel up and down to Edinburgh, yes. Don't expect the AI to be fantastic. I think they've missed a trick with the amount of AI that's at the stations and the amount of AI you'll see running around. We saw one HST on the move in, 2 and a bit hours. As well as the only other thing we saw moving was 385s and 158s. I've got to say I'm disappointed by that. I was hoping we'd jump into Edinburgh and there'd be loads of AI and it'd have a real buzz and it'd be like, wow, this is amazing. If when we got out of Edinburgh it quietened down, I'd be fine with that. If when we got to Glasgow we saw a bit more coming in, going out, fine. So yeah, there we go. There are loads more really good routes for Trains in World though, that we will continue to do. I do need to start going back and looking at some of the other German stuff, because there's loads of my routes that we haven't done in such a long time. That I really need to start going through some of these. The Nidsalbahn's really good. Not the American freight stuff, that's rubbish. But some of these Bremen to Oldenburg, you can see by my levels on some of them. Level 6 on that one. Level 6 on that one, I've done that a bit. The Ferranda Ramper, Dresden to Chemnitz, level 1. 0. Have I not done that then? Total route completion 0 out of 206. So there is stuff that I really need to do. Yeah, perhaps I need to do that next. So yeah, loads of stuff still to come in Train Sim World 4 and eventually 5. Hopefully in a couple of months' time. We'll find that out next month. So yeah, not as I was dismissing it, thinking it was rubbish. That's quiet. It's not going currently. Buy it, yes. Don't expect a lot from it straight away. It will get better. It will get incorporated more into 5 Circle. I'd almost wish they'd have waited until 5 Circle was done, and then you could have had it on 5 Circle and Edinburgh to Glasgow. I'd rather wait for something like that and it be like wow than go oh and then it gets better. So I see why they've released it, and it's been a long time coming anyway. But we shall see. It could be a long time waiting on Rivet, I know. But yeah, we have got the excitement in a couple of months' time of hopefully Train Sim World 5. I'm looking forward to that one. So there we go. So thanks you lot in chat for keeping me company for the last nearly 2.5 hours. Tomorrow night, back with some farming, doing the farming on the farm with the farmers. Friday night, some trucking and tunes in ETS2. Saturday and Sunday night, board games. Never done a stream like this before. I don't know how it's going to go. Not sure how you guys are going to warm to it or not. It's a trial thing for the weekend. If it flops, then we'll say we've tried it and won't do it again. So Saturday and Sunday night, real life board games, top down camera and microphone and all sorts. The audio won't be this quality because you've got one mic that's going to try and pick up all 4 of us sat around the table. But hopefully it's going to be bearable. That's Saturday, Sunday. Monday we'll be here in the evening with more farming. Monday lunchtime, maybe Ethan let loose on his own on the trains. Not here next Tuesday. We'll be here next Wednesday. Not on the Thursday. We'll be here next Friday, Saturday, and the following Sunday. So lots of stuff still to come from me. And yes, Ethan, we're getting married in March. So there we go. So thanks to you lot for keeping me company as always, and thanks to this lot as well. To Alfie for following, to Captain Rich T for subscribing. I'm not going to thank Harry because he didn't even watch. But the other moderators, thank you very much indeed. There we go. Oh, Trent did a thing. Well done. Go, Trent. I'll be back tomorrow night then with some of those idiots to do some of the farming type thing. Until then, if you have been, thanks very much for watching.